Hi, it's Sue Greenwald here from Awakened Stories. I'm here with Deanna Carr today from the Mystical Moonlight. Hey, Deanna, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. We're going to do whales and dolphins yet again. We had a bunch of questions, and I just wanted to like finish them off so people had all their information. So, there was recently a video that came out that showed I think it was a blue whale, like the really big whales
Yeah.
up on a shore and it had been bitten in half. Do you know what kind of creature has done that? Like what bit a whale in half?
We all know the answer to this question,
I do
guys. Come
know, but I want you
on.
to
The
say
megalodon, dude.
megalodon. So that was that whale way down or was the megalodon way up?
It was way down.
Okay. Why was the whale so far down?
It looks like it was off course. It
Uh,
was supposed to be going somewhere and it just dived too far down. Um, now we have a hard time comprehending like whales can go pretty far down,
yeah.
but where the megalodons do come up to, they
Yeah.
do kind of meet together once in a while.
Okay.
Usually there's no carcass left, right?
Ooh.
But we did get a carcass to kind of have the evidence that there are megalodons.
So the megalodon is so much bigger than that kind of a whale, a blue whale, right? So it's like
Yes.
it's I don't even know what I would say, like three or four times as big as a blue whale.
hmm
Wow.
They're very large. I That's what I would say, like for visualization at
Yeah,
least.
yeah. Like we would think of a blue whale, we would like that's giant, right? Like I don't even know how
Yeah,
many, 50 feet or more. I don't know. But
yeah.
so the megalodon is like super big. Now, so this one wasn't super aggressive out hunting. It just happened to see a whale and say, I'm gonna just have a snack, right?
Yeah, what it wasn't like out on a frenzy or anything. It was
Yeah.
just food. Let's
Okay.
eat.
Okay. So they're
Mhm.
down there, as is the Kraken and some other things we talked about, right? And probably a
Yes.
lot of things we don't know about.
Oh, definitely. I mean, what they say the sea is like only 70% seen
Yeah.
from us.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, interesting stuff then. All right. Now, in our last video, you said that whales were modified. So when they first arrived on Earth, they didn't need to breathe air. Is that correct? Is that what you said?
I'm sorry, what
Like,
was
I
the
mean,
question?
they didn't, all right, whales were modified. And what I assumed you meant was that they were modified so that they have to come up and get air every once in a while. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So when they first got here to Earth, I mean, I don't know if they breathe through the water or what, but they didn't need to come up to the surface and do what they do now, right?
Yeah, they didn't need that. I mean, we talk about, how they're mammals, but has anybody else ever questioned how it makes logical sense how a mammal is also a fish?
I have wondered that, just like they say the same with dolphins too, but
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't make sense.
no, no.
They are, let's say, a different species of alien, and they did not need air to survive. So that was something that has been altered within them. Um, they were able to survive. Now they could still go on land per se. You keep seeing these whales with feet. Usually you see them in old, like carved out history.
Yep.
They were able to come on land, but the thing is, they didn't need air. So
Ooh.
they were able to sustain in our air without needing to breathe it in. Kind of like they had their own mask around them to keep their own airflow going without using our physical air, if that makes sense.
It's so interesting, right? Like, because it's
hmm
it's almost inconceivable that a creature wouldn't need air or breathing of some sort, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we weren't supposed to have air at all. Just think about it. Like, do you know how to breathe? I mean, you do it, but you don't know how to breathe. It's not something that's taught, it just happens. So our bodies are forcing us to breathe. That wasn't like that before. You didn't really need air. You could sustain without having air, but our body's been so altered that now our blood flow needs air to survive.
You're saying that humans, at least here on Earth, did not need air, but we've been modified to need air.
Yeah,
Why? Why would someone do that?
because part of the reason we age is from oxidation of our blood flow. Blood flow.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Mhm.
So they've modified the whales to also need air, so they have to come up to the surface occasionally. Then they are able
Hmm.
to kill them more easily. Is that probably the reason?
Yes,
All
yes.
right, all right.
It gives them a weakness.
Yeah, okay. So, can we get any whales from space that don't need air?
Why would they want to come here?
I know. Okay. So, was
I
there,
mean, we do get them once in a while, but for the most part, they are not going to act out of normal. They're not going to be noticeable. So if they are here, you would not notice
okay.
because if they are the first on the list, and they know that.
Yeah, okay.
Every species knows that if they show up and they are not powerful enough, they are first on the list.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Now, when the whales were modified, did they create any new species of whales? Like, say, a killer whale or something? Or were they all what they were, they just made them need to breathe air? If you know what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say.
they've altered them. I don't think that they've created a
Yeah.
whale per se. Um, the most I could see them doing is taking samples to gather their brain tissue. Whales and dolphins are a lot smarter than us. They're able to use a lot more of their brain power than we are. Now, at one point, that was not a thing. Like we could use 100% of our brain, but with them doing all these modifications, it did lower our ability to access 100% of our brain power. So at most, they would use some sampling from the brain tissue.
Okay. About how long ago were the whales modified to need air?
At least 50,000 years ago.
Oh, wow. Okay. Do you know who did it?
So I don't get a name, but I get a image. And what I'm seeing is it looks like a dark science room, obviously a lab, but is this guy, he wants his face covered from everybody. And he has a hood up. And then, so the hood, you see darkness, and then you see these glasses, these like circular glasses,
Mhm.
and you just see the ring around them with lights. And then he has a mask on.
Oh, so he's really covered up because he knew he
He
was.
is he is really covered up. He doesn't want anybody to see his face. But when I see the image when you ask the question, it was like he saw me searching for the information and he turned to me to look at me.
He's
Like he
still he's
knows.
still here.
Yes.
Okay. Is he on Earth or where is he?
He knows how to portal. So he is not on Earth right now.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you very much for that. Okay,
You're
so
welcome.
whales were modified roughly 15,000 years ago. How about the humans needing air?
Humans needing air. They're saying we were the first experiment.
Oh, great. So longer than 50,000.
Yes.
Same guy?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right. One last question on this list. We're told to avoid wild dolphins because they're dangerous, that they might attack and blah, 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 or we could harm them. And
Yeah.
I think that dolphins are really healing and very loving toward humans in general. They're
Hmm.
not afraid as much.
Yeah.
Um, if, let's say we were swimming in the wild and a dolphin came up to us, would it attack us?
No.
Okay, so that's really a thing we're taught so we stay away from the dolphins.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying, go up and see. Like, definitely don't do that,
Yeah.
especially if you're not a strong swimmer. But they don't want us to have that healing ability. Dolphins are extremely smart, and we just talked about their brain power being more than us. What if they could use telepathic communication?
Right.
What if they could give us information we've been asking for?
Okay.
So there's a lot of reasons that they don't want us to be with the natural dolphins. I mean, think about it. When you have a dolphin locked up,
Captivity. Yeah.
it's going to kind of go insane a little bit. I mean, it's has a smaller section. You're taking away its also animalistic abilities.
Mhm.
So there's a lot that goes on to kind of bring these dolphins down.
Yeah.
Not saying that they're not happy. I mean, it could be they are happy with this.
Yeah.
It could be a change for them that they needed. But for the most part, it's not going to allow them to use their full range of their brain power. So
Right.
that's why they're not worried about it.
Okay. And this is just something I'm thinking about. I've been getting clips from there was a killer whale in captivity. I don't know where it was, but it basically killed a person
Yeah.
quite graphically in front of an audience. And I'm just going to make the assumption that that whale was just out of its mind at this point. It was like they're not designed to be in a little small circular pool, right? And it
Yeah.
probably just blew its gasket. Would you agree with that?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's a super small pool. There's nothing natural about it. It
Mhm.
can't even do its normal stuff it wants to do.
Yeah,
And then you've taken all of that animalistic, right? Like you're feeding it. It's
yeah,
killer whales are hunters. They listen, they're really cool, but if I met one out in the ocean, I'd be scared.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
Because they do have more of that hunter instinct. They
Right,
are the killers of the sea. They are apex predator. Um, so they do have that animalistic killing instinct,
right.
and they do use that. So at that point, it did have that break of, why am I doing this? But look at we had that happen, and then what happens to the whale?
I don't actually know.
Exactly. Nobody knows.
Oh, do you know?
Well, obviously they got rid of it.
In a bad way.
Yeah. I mean, think about if somebody goes into somebody else's home and the dog attacks that person. For the
Mhm.
most part, they're going to say the dog has to be put down because it attacked somebody, it hurt somebody.
Right.
But the person was in the wrong by doing it. Why aren't they having the consequence? So it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
You have these people that think that they have the rights to do this stuff because they have some paperwork that says so,
yeah,
but you're taking away these natural instincts, you're taking away the energy from these animals and boxing them up for money. And there is going to be a part where they want to break free, they want the liberation.
yeah. It's like a circus performance. Like,
Yeah.
you have bears or you have elephants or whatever, and they're kind
Mhm.
of tortured into performing, or lions, whatever. And every once in a while, one will snap and
Yeah.
not,
Yeah,
it's
because it's
usually,
they are tortured.
yeah,
That's why a lot of people have actually stopped going to these things because of the animal torture. Because
right.
before it was unknown, it was like, oh my gosh, how did you get it to do that? But
Yeah,
then after people started really digging in and understanding, well, there's only a few ways you can do that, and most of them are negative.
exactly. Exactly.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. This might be our last whale and dolphin video for a while, but is there anything else about this topic that you can tell me or us that we should know?
I think I've covered it in either one, two, three, four, five, or six videos. I feel like we've covered it a lot, but if there are still questions, of course, you're more than welcome to ask. Put
Awesome.
them in the comments below.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Dean. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.